Hi, good morning everyone. I'm coming on here. I know I haven't been on here in a while. I've been in training last week for work, so I've been working really long days. So you really didn't want me on here because I probably wouldn't have made much sense. So anyway, I wanted to come on here because I told you I was going to show you. We have our new board and base. Our other ones are the black chalkboard that go into the little base here. You can either put it this way or this way. So I wanted to show you the new one, the white one. It's also kind of like a chalkboard, so you can reuse this. It has a kind of like the chalkboard finish. It's actually really, really cool. So what I thought about putting on here, we have, it's called Wine Plus Dinner collection. So if you guys all know me, I love my coffee and I like my wine. So I'm going to put coffee on one side and then the wine on the other side. And then I also have a little, I'm going to move this over for a second and I'll show you. I also put a little thing of water here because I'm going to show you how to clean your transfer. I've had a few people ask me and I thought instead of going into the sink and doing it, I would just do it right here since these transfers are a little bit smaller. Also with the wine and dinner one, it also has on the bottom, wine plus dinner equals winner. So I actually thought maybe, I don't know, it won't fit on the very bottom. I could put winner because coffee's a winner and wine's a winner for me. I'm not a big drinker, but I do like my wine at night. Every once in a while. Let me make sure that I did this a while back and I wasn't on my crafting page. So the internet's been really, really slow. Okay, I am on my crafting page. So I decided to do this copper color. Let me make sure. It says, yep, copper shimmer for my coffee. And I am gonna wax these. I am gonna fuzz these a little bit because they're super sticky. And the smaller ones, you don't really have to fuzz a lot because you're not gonna really stretch these ones. It's like the bigger ones, and I'll show you what I mean by stretching them. So I wanna make sure, I'm gonna kind of stick this in here, and I wanna make sure that I am gonna be above this mark. So I kind of put it down there like, I want to be above the mark. I don't want my AM to be like right on top of that wooden part there. So I'm going to kind of, sometimes I flip over the edges too. See, I'm going to show you. I flip over the edges. That way it's easier for me to take off the transfer. So I'm going to put this down so you can see more of what I'm doing and move it up a little bit. So hopefully you can see it. And then I just kind of measure it by my hand. Okay, and then when you put it on, you want to make sure that there's no air bubbles. We don't want any air bubbles underneath this. So then I just take my squeegee, I take some of my paste and put it on my squeegee, and then I pull it through the transfer silk screen, whatever you want to call it, but it's really like a silk screen. And then with the shimmer, I just want to make sure I put it on kind of thick because sometimes it goes on kind of thin and it's not as brightly colored. So then we do what is called the peel and reveal. I'm going to pull it up, and then I'm going to take this and put it in my water so that like the paste part, the sticky side's up. So I'm going to kind of let it soak for a second. And so far here's the AM. And now I'm going to do my coffee. And this is super sticky, but see if you pull it like this, you can see that there's a little bit of give. We don't want that. And I'm going to touch this with the blow dryer because I really don't want to mess up my AM, which I've done before, just not being careful. Okay. And then I'm going to fuzz this a couple times because it's super sticky. And I'm going to center this on here. I'm also going to kind of flip over the ends because I do want to be able to pull this off. I know that this is a Saturday morning and you're all probably sleeping in. I just wish I could sleep in. It's like my body doesn't let me sleep. It doesn't want me to sleep in. Like I can't sleep in past 6:30. I hope that doesn't mean I'm getting old. Oh. Okay. So I'm kind of centering it. And then I'm gonna make sure that there's no bubbles. Putting the shimmer paste on my squeegee. You guys, you can do this multi-colors too. You could do like the steam coming off the coffee a different color, the cup. You could get really creative with this. So you see I'm kind of putting it on thick, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to wipe off the excess, and then I'm just going to pull across and take off the extra paste. So you can see that you're not using a lot of the paste. Now we're doing the peel and reveal. Gosh, it's so cute. Okay, I'm gonna put this, I'm used to sticking it on the side of my table, upside down so it can soak. You guys, look how, so it's gonna sit in here like that. So the whole purpose of this is in the AM, like next to your coffee pot or wherever you wanna put this on your table or whatever. This is how AM is. And then we're gonna know when it's PM, so it'll be the wine. I'm gonna hit this with the blow dryer because I wanna do the other side and I wanna make sure this is dry or it'll smear. Doesn't take much for this to dry. So it's already dry. So see how cute that is? All right, so I'm actually gonna put my squeegee in this water too. So I'm gonna clean everything when I'm done here. Now, the other side is I'm gonna do this rose gold. You know, like I was trying to think of what color could I do the wine in. And I thought, well, you could have a blush wine. You could have, you know, I love white wine. So didn't really have a color to represent the white wine. So we're gonna do this. I could have done it, which I don't see it here, which is odd. I have, my shimmer melon, but I think I see it now. But I think this is gonna be cool. You guys have seen me do it. I did it on this. Look how pretty that is. So, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna flip this over. I'm gonna make sure there's nothing. Actually, I'm gonna kind of put it on here and then I'll just fuzz on this side. I'm gonna fuzz the PM a little bit here. And then you guys see these backers? One side, if you can you see the shiny? And then one side is pretty dull. When you stick your silk screen back on here, you wanna stick the sticky side to the shiny side. So, okay, so now our PM, we're gonna do the wine glass for our PM. And then again, I want to make sure that I'm going to hit this at a good spot. Not, I don't really want it hitting the wood part. I don't want it to be covering it up. So this kind of gave me an idea. I'm going to center it. I'm going to flip over this little corner so it's easy for me to peel off of here. I want to make sure though too yep, I'm going to have enough room. So then I kind of measure with my fingers like, so now I'm going to make sure that there isn't any air bubbles. I don't want any air bubbles underneath here. I'm take my squeegee. As you can tell, I have multiple squeegees. I never run out of well, I can, but that's only if I'm using multiple colors. So I'm going to take my squeegee and I'm going to put it, the paste, and the shimmer you don't really have to stir up because it's pretty, the consistency is pretty good. I put it on my squeegee and I'm just going to pull it through the transfer, silk screen, whatever you want to call it. There is so much shimmer in this. You guys, I'm loving. I love it. Y'all, I even wear shimmer eyeshadow. I don't know, I'm kind of obsessed. Okay, and then I just put it on kind of thick because I really want it to show up because the shimmer can come on kind of thin. So you just want to make sure you get it on here pretty thick. And now what I'm doing is I'm just pulling off the excess paste. As you can see, it didn't take a whole lot. Now the peel and reveal. I'm going to put it in my water upside down. Look at, isn't that cute? So there's my PM. I'm going to hit it with a little bit of the heat here to dry it. You guys can see this project is super fast to do. Doesn't take any time at all. Again, I'm going to fuzz this, and the reason why we're fuzzing it is because it's really sticky, and it will, you could actually stretch your transfer. Like again, I showed you, like if I pull it like this, it will stretch it. But this is a smaller surface. It's harder to stretch this transfer versus like one. I'm going to grab one right here. Like this one. I could really stretch this one because it's a bigger transfer. Okay, so now I'm going to center this on here. I folded the edge so I could get it off a little bit easier. So I'm going to center it. Okay, again, we don't want any air bubbles. So like, say you got like a piece of, maybe a piece of, I want to say dirt. Usually when I'm pulling off my lid, some of the chunks of the paste will come out. I don't want to get that underneath here because it'll raise it up and then the paste will go underneath it. So I'm taking my paste, I'm putting it on my squeegee. Some people kind of dab it all over their transfer. I don't. I just keep on sticking it back in my paste. Now I'm putting it on here really thick. I want the shimmer can go on kind of light. It's really thin. So I'm just really, and it doesn't dry as fast as the regular paste, so I can really mess around with this. So now I'm going to take my squeegee and I'm going to pull off the excess paste. So as you can see, it does not take a lot of paste to do these projects. Sometimes my paste, I have to be really careful because I don't use it up as quickly as I should. Okay, so now I'm going to, again, we're going to do the peel and reveal. So because I folded this over, it was easier for me to get a hold of it and peel it up. And I'm going to put it in my water upside down. These transfers are probably going to stick to each other, but I can show you that. Okay, and then I got a little bit of water on my, look how cute that is. Okay, I'm going to hit it with the dryer because I really don't want to mess it up, and I'm going to show you it in the base. Just making sure there isn't any comments if you guys have any questions. This would make a really good workshop. So here is our AM, which is our copper shimmer. And here is our PM, which is the shimmer rose. Isn't that really, I love it. Super simple, super, you know, You can add, like I said, you can do multicolors, you can do whatever, but I just did it super simple and it didn't take me very long. So now what I'm going to show you is I'm going to lay this mat out, and I brought my little, I'm going to move this over a little bit. So I have my transfers in the water. So now I'm going to just take this, and then you just pull. See, I knew this was going to stick. I usually do it under running water, but you just take this little sponge and you wipe it off. You just wipe off both sides of it. I think that what takes the longest is cleaning these. So then I just pull off all my excess water off of it, and then I'm going to dry it sticky side face up. So I just, again, as you can see, I'm just taking it and gently, I'm hoping that y'all can see this. Let me move this over here. I just didn't want to get my paper wet here. So you can see that I am, you guys don't need to see me. And look at it, it's coming off pretty, you should see this water, it's full of glitter. Oh, shimmer water. And then again, I'm putting it, you want to put it face up, sticky side up to dry them. Now the bigger transfers, sometimes if I use red or black, it takes a little bit longer to get the paste off of it. Sometimes it'll stain the transfer, which is okay. As long as you get the the paste off of the areas that it goes through, that's what you really need to do. Some sticky side up, and I do both sides. It actually was kind of easy in here. Maybe it was kind of easy because I had them soaking. Sometimes I have them stuck on the side of my thing for a while. Okay, and then I also just take this pad thing too and wipe off my squeegees. And then you can see I just got it. Okay, it's almost kind of like a magic eraser, but it's not as harsh as a magic eraser would be. And then that's it. Our whole project's done. The only thing now you have to do is wait for the transfers to dry, and you put the backers on them. So start to finish, we're done. But thanks for hanging out with me this morning. I'm off to a friend's house. We've been doing some crafting and stuff, so I've been incorporating my chalk couture with my scrapbooking, so pages will be revealed later. It's super fun. I was up till midnight printing off pictures, or sending them to Walgreens, but PM and then AM, which you guys look, my coffee mug kind of matches this morning my colors. So but anyway, thanks for hanging out with me this morning. I will definitely be on tomorrow. It's Sunday. Maybe I can, Grayson wrestles tomorrow, but if he's not too tired, maybe I can get the boys to come on here with me. They haven't been on here with me in a while. So y'all have an awesome Saturday. The sun is shining here, so it's going to be a good day, and it's going to start warming up, so I'm super excited about that. So have a good day. See you soon.